Hello, my name is Zombie87. Wait, my name is Zombie878, and I am bringing you the demo of Carno Shojo. I just figured this be a nice trial to play till I get the full game. So let's see if all the settings are right. Yep, looks like all the settings are right. Okay, then let's start this trial. It'll probably just be one episode, considering how long the trial is. Prologue, the Phantom Castle. After being awakened by his phone just before dawn and picked up by a Toyo pet patrol car, Kyoiza Uzumi finally arrives at Fuchu's Tama Cemetery. Oh, did I mention that this is like a game where you work as a detective um, to solve a murder case? So this is how I save, this is how I load. This is odd. What are these? What did I just click on? Huh? I don't think that does anything yet. What about this? Oh, it just shows the messages. I can scroll up and down. Okay. Okay, the cemetery is shrouded in deep fog. Dead branches snap underfoot as he makes his way inward. This is it. A group of officers are assembled there. Oh, by the way, if no one comments if they want to see more of this or want to see less of this, I'm just going to keep posting them because I know this nice website where I can get more anime games. So, thank you for coming out here. Sure, what's the situation? He addresses the officer who had saluted him. Sir, late last night a local resident noticed a fire in the area. He came to investigate and found this. Alright, where's the corpse? Too many of these disturbing cases have cropped up lately. It's too much for him to handle on his own, and he still hasn't found any leads on the dismemberment case from the other day. Should I bring him in on this? A certain detective comes to mind, one who is always sticking his nose into cases like this. Tokusawa Reiji. This case is right up his alley, and this is the main character who we're going to be playing as in a few seconds. I guess literally a few seconds. The Egg of Nemesis Part 2, Katsuragi Shin. Did I mention this game had multiple endings? Nice. In exchange for a small black egg, she received a torso, right arm, right leg, and left leg. However, she still lacked a head. She surveyed her surroundings, but could not glimpse anyone else. Ah, this won't do. What am I to do? I can't complete Mother with this, she fretted. No matter whose head she obtained, it would not have her mother's face. Oh, mother, where could your face be? She asked this of a large black egg, however, it did not answer. Oh, mother, my mother is inside of here. Could your face be within the shell? With that thought in mind, she could no longer wait. She put the large black egg on the ground and raised the large black stone aloft with both her hands. Halt, thou must not break the shell. The words of her mother inside the egg did not reach the girl's ear. She swung the black rock downward. Crash! A clear sound rung out. Cracks appeared on the large black egg, scattering bits of shell. Mother, where are you? Whilst chipping away at the cracked shell, The girl peered inside. There was nothing within but a thick red fluid. Where is my mother? She thrust her hands into the red fluid and stirred it around her, but her fingers did not grasp her mother's head. The red fluid inside the large black egg leaked out, though the cracks in its shell. In an instant, the ground was stained red. Ah, mother is spilling out. In a panic, the girl got down on her hands and knees, but most of the red fluid had already been absorbed by the earth beneath her. No, no, mother. With large teardrops spilling down her face, she cried out for her mother. But her mother would not come back. The girl cried until all the tears left in her body had been cried out. In time she stood up. She had no more tears left to cry. All that was left was the headless body of her mother and the shell of a broken black egg. I've got to look for my mother. After murmuring that, she dug in the ground that had been stained red by what was formerly her mother, then buried both the large black eggshell and her headless mother's body. Her work done, the girl set out once more to find her mother. I don't really see the point of saving Song 1, the 2 sin copper coin. I don't really see the point of saving the game since this is only a trial. I mean, it's not like it's the full game. But let's save the game anyway. Right now, Tokasaki Reggie, at my office in Shinjuku. I'm writing up a case summary while smoking and taking the occasional swig of Southern whiskey. A second, can we turn the music down a bit? Yeah, that's good. It was a simple case. A wealthy man was killed and his son was arrested. However, the guy insisted he was innocent. In order to prove it, I had to show that his old man had offed himself. That's all there was to it. After filling in the name of my client, the deceased man's son, I'm done with the paperwork. Phew. I relaxed, leaning back in my chair. Stubbing my cigarette out in the ashtray, I pulled a fresh one from the case and light it. The smoke drifts toward the ceiling to be dispersed by the fan. Well, that's one more job out of the way. I got a nice little fee for this from my client. It looks like I won't have to worry about food for a while. Come to think of it, it feels like I've been working constantly since New Year's. A murder over an inheritance. A murder over a factory eviction. A murder over a dispute in the Red Line District. This world is just full of murders, isn't it? I exhale a lungful of smoke along with the words. It seems we live in a pretty dangerous time. Well, I guess it's thanks to that fact that someone like me can make a living. After all, a detective's work thrives on the misfortune of others. I suppose it couldn't hurt to take a break for a while. Fortunately, I don't have any cases at the moment. Going home and getting some rest sounds good. If that's the plan, then there's no reason for me to stay here overnight. And, by the way, if any... Oh, that's what it does. It gets rid of the message. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not giving other commentary with this and just reading it because it's just a trial. When I actually get the full game, I will actually, give some commentary and give my insight on the game and stuff, but not now. It's only the trial. I quickly pack up my belongings and go outside. The Tokasaki Detective Agency is located near Shinjuku Station in a narrow alley behind a Isetan department store. The Shinjuku Blue Line district is nearby, so I can't exactly call it a nice area. I stick a brown piece of paper to the door bearing the words, "During my absence, I can be contacted here," followed by my home address. This way, there shouldn't be any problems if a client comes by while I'm out. Then again, whether any of my clients will come all the way to the outskirts of Suganami Ward after seeing the sign and is another matter entirely. Burglars probably won't target an empty office. Even if someone does break in, there's no reason for me to go track them down, I think. Looks like I still got plenty of time, I mutter while glancing at my pocket watch. Normally, I take the Cebu line to Kamishakuji, but today I'm going to make a little detour. I head away from Kinokuniya toward the Japan National Railway's Shinjuku station. Although it's gotten considerably warmer, the people on the street are all wearing coats. I weave my way through the crowd to the ticket counter. After buying a ticket for the Chu line to Kijijoju station, I pass through the gate and board the train. By the time I arrive at Kijijoji, it's already past 11. Leaving the station via the north exit, I cut through the shopping district, which still retains traces of its black market roots before my destination. Wait a second. Yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. A simple cafe, Moon World. This might be 2 episodes depending on how long it is. I don't really know. Their coffee and pastries are delicious. There are a lot of cafes near my office in Shinjuku, but I frequently make the trek to this place. One of the reasons being that it runs by an old friend of mine. Sorry, we're closed for the night. Coco, it's me. Oh, Tokasaki-kun. Seeing my face, Hazuki Kyoko stops wiping the counter. Could I get a cup of coffee? Making one now will take a bit of time. Is that all right with you? Kyoko gestures toward the empty pot with a hand. If it's going to be a while, then a hot water shochu will be fine. What's a hot water shochu? I really wonder. Really? Well then, I suppose I'll have one too. Kyoko. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you say your name. Kyoko turns and takes a bottle of shochu off the shelf. Is it alright for you to be drinking? Well, we're already closed. Kyoko adds shochu to a pair of tumblers filled with hot water. The liquids mix inside the glasses. Here you go. Kyoko comes out from behind the counter and takes a glass. She starts to sit on a stool, but instead picks up an apron that was hanging off of it. Oh, she must have left this out. She? I ask, reacting to the resigned tone underlying her words. Yeah, I hired her recently. I told you about her before, right? Now that she mentions it, I don't remember whether she's told me or not. She lives here too. She's in her room, but you'd like me to get her. I wonder if in the trial you actually get to do decisions. In the real game you actually, in the trial you don't get to do the decisions, and in the real game you actually do get to do the decisions. Because I remember looking at another YouTube channel do this. I don't remember the whole game, but I remember that there were decisions, and there was a decision at this point if you wanted to meet her or not. So I'm guessing that there's going to be no decision in this trial. Okay. So I guess, so I'm guessing besides just going through the story making right decisions, I'm guessing that in the trial they're just going through the story making decisions for you, and then make one wrong decision, and that's where the trial ends. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I tilt the glass and the mild shojo slides down my throat. Really? With that, she brings her own glass to her mouth. Ooh, that's good. Well, it's certainly not your run of the meal katsutori. Of course not. It's proper barley shochu. Sorry, I got crumbs in my eyes. Wait a second. Seeing Coco puff out her cheeks in indignation, I try to soothe her. We don't really serve alcohol here, but I've got a nice selection all the time. I've noticed. Hey, are you drunk already? You're kidding. I wouldn't get drunk off this much. Coco glances down at her glass as she speaks. There are times when I do want to get drunk though. She sighs. Yeah. I nod in agreement. There are times when nothing else will do. Times when I just want to get drunk and forget about everything. A lot of things have happened to us in the past. Well, I'm busy right now, so I can't go that far. Coco suddenly acts cheerful, as if trying to shake off the memories. That's for the best, really. I didn't come here for a heart-to-heart. How's work? Everything going well? Oh yeah. I solved the case, so it looks like I'll have a little free time. That's good to hear. If you work too hard, your body will give out and then it's all over. You don't have to worry. That won't happen to me. I like to believe that. Coco's expression turns worried. I guess there's nothing I can do about that. Her husband passed away a while ago. You should really get some rest during your break. Yeah, I know. I drain the remaining shochu from the bottom of the glass and stand up. I'm going home and sleeping. What do I owe you? I'll pull out my wallet as I ask. Today's drink is on the house. I had one too after all. Don't worry, I just got paid so I can afford it. Maybe I just felt like treating you. Is that so? Well then, I appreciate your generosity. Hehe, thanks. I'll come again. Good night. Sure, good night, Tokasaka-kun. Coco sees me to the door. You know, I wonder how long this trial or demo is. It might be good for 2 or 3 long 30+ minute episodes, but we'll see about that. Looks like the trains aren't running anymore. But again, what kind of trials are more than at least an hour or over an hour gameplay? Well, from here, walking home isn't too bad. Fortified by the warmth of the shochu, I force myself to walk into the chill of the street. I really, really love her. I love every single part of her. Her legs, her hips, her fingers, her neck, her eyes, her hair. She is perfection. The likes of me could never hope to reach her, no matter how hard I try. Even so, she has descended to stand here with me at this moment. There can be no doubt she's here right beside me. The wind feels great. Her voice is so clear. I steal a glance at her profile. She's leaning on the fence surrounding the pond. Her long, glossy black hair flutters and dances in the wind. Now, these two that are talking right now are characters you're going to meet later. Her expression, well, probably not in, maybe in the trial, maybe. Her expression is almost like a doll's, and yet she has the beautiful face of a goddess overflowing with the essence of life. Countless times I've been driven to the verge of stealing a kiss from that face, from those lips. I could never bring myself to do it. For one thing, I'm not a lesbian and neither is she. My greatest fear is incurring her displeasure. Of all people, I never want to be hated by her. I wouldn't care if every other person on earth hated me. The truth is, I know that I'm despised around the academy. I'm the person of no particular note. I'm surrounded by a bunch of girls from good families who wouldn't bat an eye if they were addressed as mistress. The daughter of an improvised pigment maker would never find herself in a position to speak on equivalent terms. Why am I in this place? I wondered that day. Yeah, I might have to continue this in a second part. But that changed after I met her. The reason I was there was so that I could meet her. Is something wrong? Her question interrupts my train of thought. Her voice is unmistakably a girl's, yet she speaks in the manner of a man. The incongruity of it makes her seem all the more feminine. No, nothing at all. I couldn't say that I was thinking about her. I really do want to, but I'm afraid that telling her will cause our relationship to crumble. Take a look, the moon's beautiful. She points to the sky where a waning moon peers through a gap in the clouds. The moon reflected on the lake's surface, the way it sways from the side to side is almost magical, don't you think? Yeah, it really is. I nod in agreement. To my eyes, her form is also part of the scene. The moon, the lake, and her. It is a tableau no artist could possibly recreate. And you are as well. She holds my face in her hands. Eh, it's just a light touch from her, but my heartbeat quickens. Yes, indeed, such beautiful eyes. Her face is right before my eyes. I can feel her breath on my lips. Your hair's gotten larger too. It was a lot shorter when we first met. She twines my hair around her finger. I want to be like you. Did you know I started growing out my hair because I wanted to be like you? It was because I wanted to be closer to you. It was because I wanted you to take an interest in me, even if it was just a little bit. But my hair gets tangled and it's so hard to maintain. Well, that's no good. Next time I'll give you some of my shampoo to try. Really? I stare at her face in disbelief. There's no reason for me to lie, right? She laughs, the corner of her eyes crinkling. When she does that, she looks like a mischievous little kitten. I want to hold her close. I want to hold her close to me and feel everything about her. I want to know more about her. I guess it's about time we hit it home. Sighing, she offers those parting words. My time of bliss ends here. Can we be together just a little while longer? I don't want to say farewell. I don't want to leave her. I want to enjoy our time together like this forever. Looks like I have no choice. Well then, I'll walk you home, my mistress. With those playful words, she takes my hand, bringing my fingertips lightly to her lips. And with that tiny gesture, I'm struck dumb with helpfulness, unable to even look her in the eye. Okay, it's finally daytime. It looks like the game is picking up. Seems like the trial is a little bit long. Seems like it going into the second episode, like I was saying. Awaking from my slumber, I sit up in the futon and stretch. After I got home last night, I crawled right into bed and fell asleep. I don't know whether my exhaustion is due to the stress of my daily life or simply walking home after drinking. Either way, it was a pleasant awakening. That glance at the pocket watch on my desk tells me it's not yet 8. Given that I have nothing to do, I'm perfectly happy to just laze around like this. But then I happened to notice a delicious smell wafting in from the kitchen. I suddenly realize that my stomach is empty. I wonder if breakfast is ready. As I kneel, raising my hand to slide open the screen to the living room, it opens on its own. Good morning, Nissan. Oh yeah, good morning, Yukari. My little sister Yukari gazes down on me. Will you be having breakfast? I'm pretty hungry. I answer honestly. The reason why I wanted this game was not just because of the story and stuff, but this game has a nice art style, don't you agree? I like how everything's drawn, the nice decoration. I see, but before you eat, please get dressed properly. You went to sleep like that after you came home last night, didn't you? Hearing your tone, I take stock of my outfit, slacks and a dress shirt. I even have my shoes on. Hey, at least I took my tie off. Everything's full of wrinkles. I'm going to do laundry, so please take those off. Yukari reaches to unbutton my shirt. It's fine, I can do it on my own. There are few things as embarrassing as having your little sister undress you. Your clothes are over there. Yukari indicates the corner of the room where she's carefully folded and placed my kimono. Leave the things you're wearing in the basket in the changing room. With that, she leaves. Good grief. Does she have no sense of modesty? She worries too much about me. Heaving a sigh, I start to change. By the time I enter the living room, now dressed in Japanese style clothes, breakfast has already been laid out on the table. Steam rises from the sliced salmon and rice. It's still quite chilly, isn't it? I sit in the chair, huddled against the cold. Really? Ikari cocks her head at me as she brings out the miso soup. I think it's quite warm this morning. I guess it's because I went to sleep in that outfit. That may be the case. Shall I get out the cold medicine? Nah, it's not that bad. Let's eat. I take up my rice bowl to avoid worrying Yukari, who's giving me a distinctively maternal look. I really don't feel like I have a cold and the chill is nothing serious. As I break the salmon up with my chopsticks, I turn the pages of the newspaper with my left hand. Nissan, we're in the middle of a meal. I'm almost finished. Huh? A small article at the edge catches my eye. Well, let's, save that and pick that up in another episode. But just remember that this is the trial. When the full game comes out, I'll skip to the part that we're at. Oh, an article regarding murder. Well, it's okay. We can save it there then. Okay. Oh, that's nice. And it also has the scene, the day, and it also has the liner on. That's nice. So anyway, if you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and like. And remember, if we get to 50 subscribers, I will reset my stats on Soccer Clicker. I wish I didn't have to, but you know, I already promised. So anyway, bye. That was only the trial, remember that.